Hey, welcome back. This is the Beer Baron. And in the last video, my good friend Sean sent me a wonderful care package of WCW cards. Oh my god, an entire box and a few other wonderful little things such as the $1 Million Man money clip, which I totally marked out on. As you can see here, I've already put the cards in the 6 packs I opened up of 1991's WCW from Impel. And so we are looking to try to get an entire set. That's 162 cards. Hopefully we can do that in one box. If not, you know the odds. I'm probably gonna be missing like 1 or 2 cards. But thankfully they're not that expensive. But before we open up a couple packs, I think I'm gonna probably open up maybe like 4 or 5. Before we open up packs, I was looking at the checklist, and obviously the set is from 1991. The roster is either 1990 or 1991. Obviously, they'll shoot the pictures and get the set up a year before it comes out. So I was thinking, just looking at the checklist, it's absolutely insane because it's really limited for what they have. They've got 13. We start off the set with 13 Sting cards. I mean, I like Sting, but do we really need 13 Sting cards? And then we got Lex got 10. Sid and Ric Flair got 12 each. Flying Brian, hey, he's new rookie, hot rookie. He got 10. Thankfully, only the Z-Man got 3. So we'll cut our losses right there. But who did Dutch Mantel pay off to get 6 cards in this set? And then also another one. I mean, even though they're one of the greatest tag teams of all time, the Steiner Brothers. Steiner Brothers have 14 cards. I mean, not to mention El Gigante and his 9 or 8 or whatever it was, but ridiculous. But I was looking at, as I have my cheat sheet here, I was looking at the wrestlers of. So I kind of try to figure out how this happened. So I basically took, for example, Doom is in this set, Ron Simmons and Butch Reed, and they lasted as a tag team from 1989 to 1991. Okay, so we're working backwards on that. So it's either 90 or 91. Then I looked at Mr. Wall Street, Michael Wall Street, aka IRS, aka Mike Rotunda, and he was actually in the WWF as IRS in April 1991. All right, so the plot thickens. So we're thinking it was the 1990 roster more often than not. And in 1990, for anybody who's following along 1990 and is a fan of 1990 WCW, Mr. Wall Street was in the York Foundation along with Alexander York and the computer. Beep boop beep boop beep boop boop. So we could, if it was 1990 91, I'm just going to give you names that we could have got for this set, or maybe we could have got for a second series. We got Big Josh. All right, that's not much of a big, but Barry Windham, Cactus Jack, we don't have cards of. Dustin Rhodes, Great Muta, Buddy Landell. Come on, if Dutch Mantel got 6 cards, give me at least one Buddy Landell. Come on now. Johnny B. Bad, Kevin Sullivan, a young DDP. Young is the first started out, I guess. No Rick Rude, no Chono, no, like I said, Muda, no Steamboat. If there's no Rick Rude, there's no Paul E. Dangerously. What about Terry Funk? What about Junkyard Dog? Some little lesser known wrestler named Stunning Steve Austin, whoever that may be. And then, of course, we don't get any Big Van Vader. So, regardless, it was obviously a totally missed opportunity, whoever did this. We get a stinger to start off. How about it, huh? And let's see if we already have that one. His number 1. No, we don't have that one. So it's a new Sting. All right. We got a Flair. All right. The Southern Boys, Look into the Sky. A Sid. I like this pack. This pack is powerful. We got another Ric Flair holding up. Who is he holding up? Somebody with blue trunks. I don't know. Another Southern Boys. We got a Missy Hyatt, because of course we have to. We got a double A, the Enforcer, Arn Anderson. This is a great, great pack. Flying Brian, this is another great one. We got Doom, press slamming Ric Flair. We got an El Gigante, takes a little bit off the pack, and then Taylor showing his bootay. That's a good pack. Let's open up another one. I think that's the pack of the night. Oh, we should finish on this one too. We always like to finish on a certain wrestler. Another Southern Boys. We got a up close and personal Missy Hyatt. Now, if you follow around WCW around this time when Missy Hyatt was in doing commentary, doing interviews, she reminded me of a. I always got the Miley Cyrus from her. Just maybe it's the voice too. Double A. Looking real mad. Look at that. Who's he pissed off at? Flying Brian. Look at that. Flying Brian and Ric Flair. Future Four Horsemen teammates. Doom with a headlock on Stinger. El Gigante getting his hand raised in Victory. El Victorioso. Flying Brian. Is this somebody like... Who is that? There's somebody in that photo, but they blacked them out. That's so weird. Wow, he's giving like a phantom hip toss. We got the Steiner brothers. Oh, Ricky Morton. Okay, all right. There's no Robert Gibson in this series. There's no Ricky Morton without Robert Gibson, aka the Rock and Roll Express. Whatever. And it's not. You can tell me maybe Robert Gibson got hurt, or was that Ricky? That was Ricky Morton got. No, Robert Morton got hurt. Excuse me. Ricky Morton was in the York Foundation. And he turned heel, and then Robert Gibson was hurt. But come on, it's not. If we don't have a York Foundation in the set, Sid Vicious in the house, Doom, Mr. Ron Simmons himself, and we always like to end the video on a Tommy Rich, but we won't end it just yet. Let's go third pack. I think maybe we'll do 5 packs. You already saw who that one is. It's an upside down Stinger. All right. Number 13. So that's the last Sting of the set. Speaking of paying off the Impel group, how much did he pay off to get 6 cards? Dutch Mantel, Dirty Dutch, Fabulous Freebirds. Guess who's knocking on the door? El Gigante, flashing gang signs once again. That's obviously an extra. Hey, playa. Look at that do-rag on Teddy Long. Too bad we don't have pictures of Teddy Long with the gold key when he was... he got the key of the city. To Charm City, maybe to Baltimore. Sting in the house. Terry Taylor. Fabulous Freebirds with a headlock on Tommy Rich, looks like. Mr. Wall Street, speaking of the York Foundation. Now let's look on the back of his... highlight. He was a collegiate champion. Used to wrestle as Captain Mike Rotunda before he became rich. So usually you become a captain after you become rich. You know, because he was a boat captain. He was Captain Mike Rotunda. So was he living the dream at the local marina, but working for pennies, taking people out for fishing boats or for fishing trips? Maybe. So he did it opposite the way that you should do it. Get rich first, then live on a boat and become a boat. Thanks to a recent inheritance, he wrestles because it's what he likes to do. His goal is to dominate the sport with the help of a strategic weapon, computers. Okay, here we go, York Foundation time. This could be trouble for anyone on his list. So why is Alexander York not in this set? Questions remain from 1991 Impel WCW. Lex Luger. Steiners. That's Rick. And how about it, Stinger? All right, let's go pack 4. Woo! Teddy Long player. All right, that's an extra. I remember that from last night. Stinger. Terry Taylor. Throwing from the top rope, Arn Anderson. Taking that bump. And Jimmy Jam with a headlock on Ricky Morton. Mr. Wall Street once again. Let's see if it says the same thing. No, it says a different thing for Mr. Wall Street. It's a stock market crash, all right, which is In WWF, when he was IRS, did I already say this? It's the write-off. Michael Wall Street has a lot to smile about these days, besides having his opponent in his no way out stock market crash. Oh, that's right. It was more of like a sleeper hold. The write-off was a flying clothesline. His multi-million-dollar inheritance has made him one of the richest men in wrestling. Say cheese. I don't get that. I don't. Why are we saying cheese? He's not taking pictures? Does he have incriminating photos? Maybe that's how he got all the money. Lex Luger with a body slam on who is that? I don't know. Somebody with blonde hair. Steiner Brothers again. Rick Stinger, Ric Flair, Southern Boys, Tracy Smothers giving high five to all his friends. Sid doing a press slam on Stinger. And this is a great Ric Flair card. That's wonderful. And let's do one more. Let's do, but you know what? Let's go for the back. Let's go for the back. Let's do this one. This is my handy dandy box. Thank you, Sean, once again. All right. Yeah, we're gonna end on something good. Too bad there's no chase cards or like This is 1991. This should be holograms or something like that. Nowadays, you probably have chase cards and autograph cards and stuff like that. Fabulous Freebirds. Alrighty. Lex Luger dropping the torture rack on somebody with some wonderful tights. Jim Ross. We had this one yesterday. Stinger. How about that? Terry Taylor singing karaoke, like I said in the last episode. Fabulous Freebirds. Z-Man. All right. Torture rack on Arn Anderson, the Enforcer. Steiner Brothers with the tape ribs. Wow, we're just going down memory lane on this one. Sting, Ric Flair, and the final card of the night is, you guessed it, Rick Steiner. All right, well, we got plenty more. Let's do one more. Let's do one more. Why not? What else we got to lose, you know? We're trying to make sure. Maybe we'll get 2 sets out of this whole thing. Who knows? It's a good pack because I know where we're going to end on. Dutch Mantel with the, oh boy, abdominal stretch on Terry Taylor. Get out of here. Dutch Mantel. Fabulous Freebirds. Look at Michael P.S. Hayes looking fabulous. Guess who's knocking on the door of his hairstylist? If you don't know what I'm saying, guess who's knocking on the door? There's a famous promo of the Freebirds when he was, guess who's knocking on the door? That was a long-running time limit draw joke. My former podcast. Lex Luger. Jim Ross, hey, just announced that he has colon cancer. Speedy recovery. JR. By God. Sting. Terry Taylor with a armbar on AA. Freebirds. We got another Michael P.A.'s. A Z-Man. Lex Luger in a feat of strength. Scotty. The Man Called Sting. And Ric Flair with the figure 4 on Lex Luger. That's a great card right there. Look at that face. Look at that face. That's a face of, I gotta get to the bar and I got lots of drinks to drink and Coke to snort. Alrighty. Well, that was 5 packs. We're gonna see what we can do. We'll put them in our pages and see what cards we are missing. And we're seeing what cards we have extras of, and maybe we'll spread the love, send them out to other people across the world. Alrighty, like, subscribe. Tell me which if you have this set. Tell me if you have the WWF set. Tell me if you even care. Who cares? I'll see you guys soon. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Peace.